Once, owning a true performance car required a six-figure budget, keeping speed, luxury, and exotic engineering out of reach for most buyers. Today, depreciation has changed that reality, pushing cars that once defined automotive excess into the used market at shockingly affordable prices. For the cost of a new economy SUV, enthusiasts can now own machines that once challenged Ferraris and redefined performance. These cars still demand careful ownership and maintenance, but for those who plan wisely, the reward is access to extraordinary performance that was once reserved for the elite. Number 10. Maserati GranTurismo. The Maserati GranTurismo was born as a classic Italian Grand Tourer, long hood, sculpted curves, and a naturally aspirated V8 with Ferrari DNA. When new, it lived comfortably in six-figure territory. Today, clean examples can be found for a fraction of that price, sometimes dipping below the cost of a new compact crossover. What makes the GranTurismo special isn't just its performance figures, it's the experience. The V8 soundtrack is operatic, the design timeless, and the interior offers just enough practicality to make the car usable beyond weekend drives. However, this is still a complex Italian machine. Maintenance costs are high, fuel economy is poor, and electrical or suspension issues can surface with age. For buyers who prioritize emotion over spreadsheets, the GranTurismo delivers rare drama per dollar. Number 9. Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. The Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio arrived as a statement of intent. With over 500 horsepower and razor-sharp handling, it challenged German performance sedans head-on and often beat them where it mattered most: steering feel and driver engagement. Depreciation has been swift. What was once a premium performance sedan can now be purchased at nearly half its original price. The driving experience remains exceptional, but Alfa's reputation for reliability lingers. Early models suffered from electrical gremlins, and long-term ownership requires careful inspection and documented updates. For enthusiasts who value soul over perfection, the Giulia Quadrifoglio offers one of the most rewarding four-door experiences available today. Number 8. Mercedes-AMG E63 W212. The Mercedes-AMG E63 in W212 form is a masterclass in excess. A hand-built twin-turbo V8 produces power figures that were once supercar exclusive, while the cabin surrounds occupants in classic Mercedes luxury. Depreciation has transformed this former $100,000 sedan into a used market monster bargain. It launches brutally, cruises effortlessly, and, in wagon form, achieves near-mythical sleeper status. Ownership, however, is not for the faint-hearted. Air suspension, turbocharged engines, and advanced electronics can generate eye-watering repair bills. Still, for drivers willing to maintain it properly, the E63 delivers an intoxicating blend of comfort and savagery. Number 7. BMW F10 M5. The BMW F10 M5 marked a turning point for BMW's M division. Turbocharging replaced the screaming V10 of its predecessor, bringing massive torque and improved reliability. When new, it was a six-figure executive weapon capable of devouring highways in silence, or violence. Today, the F10 M5 can be found in the mid-$20,000 range, an astonishing fall for such capability. It remains incredibly fast, deeply comfortable, and deceptively understated. Ownership costs, however, are very real. Tires, brakes, and potential drivetrain issues demand a healthy maintenance budget. A well-inspected example, especially with a manual transmission, can deliver one of the greatest performance per dollar experiences available. Number 6. Cadillac CTS-V 3rd Generation. The 3rd generation Cadillac CTS-V is what happens when brute force meets modern engineering. Borrowing its supercharged V8 from the Corvette Z06, it produces supercar-level acceleration in a four-door body. Depreciation has made the CTS-V a compelling alternative to European rivals. Reliability is relatively strong, maintenance costs are often lower, and performance is outrageous. Downsides include fuel consumption, sheer size, and interiors that lack the final layer of European polish. Even so, as a total package, The CTS-V stands as one of the most complete depreciated performance sedans ever built. Number 5. Jaguar F-Type R, Drama on Demand. The Jaguar F-Type R is unapologetically emotional in a way few modern cars dare to be. Its supercharged V8 doesn't just accelerate hard, it announces itself, delivering one of the loudest, most theatrical exhaust notes of the modern performance era. Every throttle input feels like a performance, not just a mechanical action. The styling matches that personality perfectly: long hood, wide stance, and aggressive curves that still look fresh years after launch. It's the kind of car that turns heads even at a standstill. Depreciation has worked heavily in the buyer's favor. What was once a six-figure indulgence can now be found at prices comparable to a new family sedan, instantly transforming it into a realistic dream purchase. The compromise comes in ownership complexity. Electronics, suspension components, and drivetrain parts can be expensive as the car ages, and practicality is almost an afterthought. Cabin storage is tight, ride quality is firm, and this is not a car designed for errands. But for drivers who value sensation over sensibility, the F-Type R delivers raw character and emotional payoff that few cars in its price range can touch. Number 4. Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Few cars project romance and heritage quite like the Aston Martin V8 Vantage. From its long sculpted hood to its hand-stitched interior, everything about the Vantage feels deliberate and timeless. The naturally aspirated V8, especially when paired with a proper manual gearbox, offers an analog driving experience that's becoming increasingly rare. Hydraulic steering, rear-wheel drive balance, and a soulful exhaust note make every drive feel intentional rather than automated. Once a symbol of exclusivity with a six-figure price tag, early V8 Vantages can now be found near the $30,000 mark, a staggering shift in accessibility. Ownership, however, still reflects its exotic origins. Clutch replacements are costly, bespoke components aren't cheap, and aging electronics can test patience. Yet for enthusiasts willing to accept those realities, the reward is immense. The Vantage doesn't chase lap times or tech gimmicks. It offers beauty, mechanical honesty, and emotional depth that many modern performance cars have lost. Number 3. Nissan GT-R R35. When the Nissan GT-R launched, it rewrote the performance rulebook. With advanced all-wheel drive, sophisticated electronics, and brutal acceleration, it embarrassed supercars costing twice as much, and did it repeatedly, without drama or excuses. The GT-R wasn't about flair, it was about results. Relentless, repeatable speed became its calling card. While depreciation hasn't been as savage as some European rivals, prices have fallen enough to bring the GT-R into reach of serious enthusiasts. Even today, its performance remains shocking, and its tuning potential is legendary. Properly maintained examples regularly handle massive power upgrades while retaining reliability. Ownership costs are real. Brakes, tires, fluids, and specialized servicing add up quickly. But few cars offer this combination of speed, durability, and technological confidence at similar prices. It may lack exotic interior flair, but as a performance tool, the GT-R remains brutally effective. Number 2. BMW i8. The BMW i8 looks like a future concept that accidentally slipped into production. Carbon fiber construction, dramatic scissor-style doors, and a hybrid powertrain made it feel radically different from anything else on the road when it debuted. It wasn't just a sports car, it was a design statement about where performance and efficiency could intersect. Depreciation has been severe, placing the i8 in a price bracket far removed from its original six-figure cost. Straight-line performance no longer dominates headlines, but the experience remains unique. The lightweight chassis, instant electric torque, and silent electric cruising give it a personality unlike traditional sports cars. Ownership does require caution. Hybrid systems, aging batteries, and complex electronics can be expensive to maintain long-term. Still, for buyers who value innovation, futuristic design, and exclusivity over raw horsepower, the i8 offers a driving experience that feels genuinely different, even years later. Number 1. Audi R8, first generation. At the top of the depreciated performance hierarchy sits the Audi R8, a car that redefined what an everyday supercar could be. With its mid-engine layout, naturally aspirated V8 or V10 engines, available gated manual transmission, and quattro all-wheel drive, the R8 combined exotic performance with real-world usability. It was fast, balanced, and confidence-inspiring in a way few mid-engine cars manage. Today, prices have fallen into territory once reserved for well-optioned SUVs, making the R8 one of the most compelling performance bargains on the market. Maintenance costs remain significant. Brakes, clutches, and routine servicing still reflect its supercar roots. But overall reliability has proven stronger than many rivals. The design has aged gracefully, the engines still sound spectacular, and the driving experience remains deeply engaging. As depreciated dreams go, the first-generation R8 stands almost alone, a true supercar that still feels special, still feels usable, and finally feels attainable. And that's the reality of depreciation. Yesterday's six-figure dreams are today's attainable performance machines. If any of these cars surprised you, or if you've got a favorite we didn't mention, drop it in the comments below. And if you enjoy deep dives into cars, performance, and the hidden truths of the auto world, like and subscribe for more videos just like this.